Coming up on this edition of Talk of the Town, we are represented by not one, but two chambers of commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce, it's almost bid bash time, and that is why Joe Sexton, the president of the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce, will join us. And from the Noble County Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Alan Fraley, ABC Communication alumnus, will be joining us to tell us about some of the events they have going on. And from the Open Arms Pregnancy Center, Andrea Woodmansee joins me. That's all on this edition of Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios in downtown Cambridge, Ohio, it's Talk of the Town.
Here we are again at the U.S. Bank Studios, live to tape in downtown Cambridge. It is Talk of the Town once again. Jeremy Scott, your boy, in the captain's seat, the cockpit, as it were, and of course manning the buttons, pushing all of those controls just with such great aplomb and great ease, as he always does, is our Mr. Producer Man, Mr. Adam Green.
Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on which time you are watching this. Since this is, we do, however, this is live to tape, so people might be watching it overnight, as it were, after their...
That would technically be morning.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But it's after they've gotten their Taco Bell fourth meal, you know, that they're watching this. Some people might do that. Whatever floats your boat, ladies and gentlemen. We don't judge. But one thing we are very excited about is this bid bash that is coming up with the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce. And I myself am personally so glad to be a part of this as well. Joining us to talk about that very event from the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce, she is the president. She is the one who makes it run. She is Joe Sexton.
Hi, Jeremy.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
This is becoming a tradition.
I know, and I'm so glad it is, and I'm
Me
so
too.
glad you're a part of the event.
Hey, listen, we are so looking forward to this. This is coming up the very last Thursday in September. It's happening once again at Pritchard Laughlin Civic Center. Let's talk about some of the things that are going on as a part of this. I know things are just a little bit different from how they were last year. Last year was the first time that you had really made online bidding a priority.
And it's really gained a lot of popularity, and people are very active on it right now. We have about half of our items on online bidding. So people are on their phones, on their mobile devices, bidding on phenomenal items, but then there's just about as many items that are up for the live auction that will be there that night on the 27th of September.
So what are some of the items that people can go on bid on right this second after they finish their Taco Bell that are online?
They can sit outside under a patio heater. The patio heater, one of those big tall ones that, so that's one of the items. Oh gosh, now I'm going to have to remember what's online and what's live auction. Let me just throw out ideas.
Sure.
We have a huge kayak. I think that's going to be part of the live auction. We also have one of those outdoor rotisserie grills for pizza.
Very cool.
Which is a big popular thing right now.
I would think it would be a cool thing to win not only that heater for the patio, but also that grill too, because, you know, let's face it, it's going to get cold out there, and you're going to have double the heat if you have both of those items.
And you can add the fire pit to that, because there's a fire pit.
Oh, wow.
So lots of incredible items that have been our chamber office, the boardroom, you can barely walk through it. There's all the items that we're collecting. I shouldn't say that. We don't want anybody getting in there. But lots of phenomenal items. Lots of baskets. We have a basket filled with different kinds of whiskeys and
Yes,
bourbons.
I was going to call out the booze basket because that's something that I know you and I had a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
Not necessarily consuming out of.
No, fighting over.
But fighting over.
Yeah.
If you ever go to that Facebook page, the official page of 96 FM, you can actually take a look at a picture of that. But
okay, and AVC donated this huge giraffe, stuffed giraffe, that comes with 6 open-air safari tickets, and I believe some tickets to the zoo with that. Lots of combination packages like that. We have airline. We have a gift card for airline tickets and a flight out to Tucson, Arizona, with free hotel.
wow.
Now, I shouldn't say free, because you're going to buy, if you bid on it, you'll be paying for the package, but we have overnight stays in Tucson.
It's all included.
Yeah, right. So, there's tickets to Aladdin. Oh my gosh, I can't think of everything, but it's phenomenal.
I remember there being, just from memory, when we were down there doing a broadcast live at the Chamber office, some Ohio State stuff.
Yeah, lots of Ohio State memorabilia type things, but we had Ohio State tickets. Now, those were in the early auction because those tickets are before the bid bash.
Okay.
So we've done those. But there are, overnight at the Straker Cabins at the Wilds. Just lots of tickets and baskets full of incredible items. Oh, lots of toys and things for kids. Of course, every year, Ridge Tool provides a shop vac. So we have that. Lots of tools for men. We like getting in those items for the men because we know that mostly you'll find women going on and doing the bidding, but there's a lot of nice items for men.
Now, I know that this is some of the memorabilia, this is some of the stuff that people can bid on, some of which is online right now for people to bid on, and some of which people have to actually attend the event to be able to bid on. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so the event is September 27th. That is a Thursday, the final Thursday in the month of September.
Right.
It's totally free and open to the public, right?
That's right. We do sell a $5 ticket for food that night because we have all the restaurants donating food, and this is a fundraiser, of course, for the chamber, but to get in and actually do your bidding, there is no fee to get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do people actually have to register? Do they have to go and they have to register if they would like to bid online?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's really easy to do. You can go to our website, CambridgeOhioChamber.com, and there's a link right on there. It takes you right to the registration. Very simple to do. The bidding is easy. It's very simple.
Joe, who's actually providing the food this year for the event?
Well, all the restaurants in town are donating.
Very nice.
So, they donate. We get huge turnout from the restaurants to be able to provide the food. And we're having a beer garden. So it'll be beer and cash bar. But then the food will all be there too.
One other thing that I wanted to touch upon, I know that you have this Witches Brew Banquet that's coming up.
Absolutely, October 19th. We've had close to 20 nominations for people to receive awards or receive accolades for being outstanding women. The Brew Awards, boldly recognizing exceptional women.
Yes.
And so we will be honoring 3 women that night. We don't know who they are quite yet, but the public will hear very soon.
So people should go on the Chamber website or to the Chamber Facebook page for more information.
Yes.
Very
Absolutely.
good. So much going on with the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce. Of course, the Bid Bash, that's coming up September 27th, and then the Witches Brew Banquet, that's coming up in the month of October as well. Joe Sexton, so good to see you as always.
Thank you.
Thank you as always, and don't be a stranger. You haven't done that so far since I've taken over the show, so I haven't scared you off yet. I'm glad
And
to
come and
that.
see Jeremy at the Bid Bash because he's emceeing.
We're looking forward to that. Folks, it is Talk of the Town, and we'll be back with more right here on Cambridge Area TV. What is it, Adam? YRP TV, and which channel? 1021? All right.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge, just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge selection full of educational resources and toys to teach as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and so much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a
great place to live, work, and play.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/YRPTV and be sure to subscribe.
Back here at the U.S. Bank Studios here in downtown Cambridge. It is Talk of the Town. Folks, before we get too far into our next segment, I do want to remind you to check out all past episodes of this great show on YRP TV. You can watch all episodes. Doesn't matter if it's episode 1 or the very last one we did. They're all there on YRP TV on YouTube. Thank you very much, Adam Green, for uploading all of those so promptly with such great ease. Hey, folks, we've already done the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce. We're equal opportunity up here, and not just when it comes to people without hair and people with hair, folks. We want to talk a little bit about some of the great happenings down in Noble County, and that is why the one who makes a run at the Noble County Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Alan Fraley, joins us.
Jeremy, good to be here.
ABC alum Alan Fraley, might I add. So exciting to talk to you all.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Representing both Chamber and Tourism down in Noble County. It's glad to come up here.
Hey, we're not talking about Kit. We're talking about Night Rider, but we're not talking about Kit necessarily.
Right. The Night Rider Gravel Grinder, first ever, was held September 1st, Saturday night, down in Brookfield Township, AEP ground, just off of County Road 20. It's a 30-mile race that they did after sunset. And the response has been very unique, very good. I guess I should start off by saying they had almost 50 people register and pay the registration fee and show up for what is the first ever sanctioned race at night for a gravel grinder in the United States.
Oh, wow.
So we got it. Southeastern Ohio, we win.
Yeah, little feather in the cap, my friend.
And now we have something to build upon. Of course, the idea from the travel tourism side of this is because it's a night race, they're staying someplace. So the more people we get to come and see, they stay the weekend. It's all day Saturday. They do a family ride during the day, do the race at night. It was over with about 11:30 at night. Then they spend the night, and then they travel around all day Sunday.
Wow.
So this becomes a weekend activity for us. Now, one of the things that I think is rather unique about this is it wasn't something we originated. We just happened to be sitting on the land that a professional gravel grinder racer came down and was just going for a weekend bike ride. AEP went here and there, and all of a sudden he found this part between Cumberland and Bell Valley that really worked well because they don't want any pavement. They like it when it rains, and if they can get grass between the two ruts, they like that even more because it slows down transferring. Which lane am I in? Where's the potholes? Where's this and that? Now add the element of night in the middle of nowhere, and you have to wear a headlamp, which the story goes, a couple people went to watch. Went down to the bottom of a hill, the first major turn on gravel. First couple guys came through as fast as they could, made it no problem. Second team comes down. Guy wipes out. Now, not end over end, but that, you know how when we were kids, the back tire would start to slide?
Oh, yeah.
And you're trying to hang on to it, and it just keeps sliding.
You know exactly what's coming next.
He said, and this is Noble County.
Lore.
He said it was like 9 coon hunters saw 100 coons at one time because the headlamps are all doing this. They're all trying to figure out where the guy went that they were following, and his light is over here. Right. And he said it was the most unusual thing to see because we got headlamps. He said nobody ran into the guy. All of these people know what to do. They all go zooming by. He goes, I'm expecting the guy to get up and brush himself off. No. He said, we're 2 miles into a 30-mile race. He grabbed his bike, started running as fast as he could, jumped on the bike, and was going because he had just lost his place in line.
Right.
And I'm going, oh my gosh. So I got to talk to the guy who produces the race and does this, and he said the most interesting quote coming out of the whole evening was the lady who won is actually a professional mountain bike racer from East Coast to Colorado. This is what she does. She's one of those that actually has sponsorships on her clothing. This is what she does. After she got her award, they're talking. They have a little food gathering and everything. And she said, of all the races this year, this Night Rider was the most fun she's had in a sanctioned race. And I'm going, that's us. That is who we are. Southeastern Ohio. They came from Pittsburgh. They came from Cincinnati. They came. Multiple people came out of the Cleveland, Erie, Pennsylvania area. to come down here to spend the weekend, and that is the thought that they're taking home. This was a fun event that now we can replicate going forward next year.
Well, fun is like your middle name.
No.
Yeah, it kind of is your middle name. And we always have so much fun with you whenever you come up here to do this.
Right.
And the thing is, we are already running out of time. So I wanted to touch upon a couple of other fun things going on. Let's talk about Socom Fest.
Socom Festival
Yes.
this weekend. We've partnered this year with the Old Iron Power Club. We now have 2 festivals in one. $5 is the entry fee. 10 and under is free. So the upside is all of the old engines, all of the old tractors, all of the old power stuff, the kids' maze, the corn maze, the tractor games, the kiddie tractor pull, all of that is there. And we're adding Socom up on the hill, some primitive stuff, some camping, some out of kind of like handcrafted items. We have both barns filled with vendors and crafters. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like a one-shop get out and get away for the weekend. We have good weather, as long as the hurricane can stay out in the ocean. Mm-hmm. We'll have really good weather this weekend, and this is where we're trying to partner. We're trying to make something bigger and better in Noble County. This is the only true outdoor festival we have, and we're trying to gather a wider area to come in and say, this is our local stuff. And this is who we are.
And also, very quickly, another bit of fun, but a little bit more of intellectual fun, one might say, is that Commissioner Candidate Forum you have coming up.
We are having a Commissioner Candidate Forum, Lunch and Learn, Thursday, September 27th. 4 questions. They're all known in advance to the candidates. We have 3 candidates, no incumbents. So this is a free-for-all race, Republican, Democrat, and Independent. We have yard signs everywhere in Noble County right now. This is going to be fun.
Do people have to register ahead of time to be able to go?
Register ahead of time. You can call the office. It's $10 for a Subway lunch. You make your own sandwich, sit down, and enjoy.
Sounds great to me. A lot going on with the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce, a lot going on with the Noble County Chamber of Commerce. Alan Fraley, always a pleasure.
Jeremy.
We really do have fun talking to you. It is Jeremy Scott, and coming up, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Andrea Woodmansee joining us right here on Talk of the Town.
Talk of the Town will be right back. Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
Back here for segment 3 of Talk of the Town, it is Jeremy Scott. Folks, don't forget, we have a lot of high school football coming up again this Friday, depending on when you're watching this. It might be meeting tonight if you're watching this on Friday, but there's another full slate of high school football ahead. Make sure you head to our website, yourradioplace.com, and check out that full schedule. Joining me right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year once again. The Open Arms Pregnancy Center having its annual banquet. Hard to believe, feels like I was just talking to this lady just yesterday, but here we are. It is that time for that banquet once again. She is Andrea Woodmansee from the Open Arms Pregnancy Center, and it's a pleasure to see you as always.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this year's banquet. First of all, the essentials, the when, the where, the why.
Sure. It's next Thursday, September 20th. It's at 7 p.m. at the Pritchard Laughlin Civic Center, and Theo's is the caterer.
Hey, listen, I'm in. That's all I need to know right there. Theo's catering this thing, and anytime they do it. And I'm sure that's a full course meal.
It is, yes.
Very good. So if people want to buy tickets to this before we get into the nuts and bolts, how do they get those tickets?
So they don't have to buy tickets. There's no cost to come to the banquet.
Oh, okay.
But they do have to register beforehand.
Oh, okay.
So that we can, let the caterer know. And it is our most major fundraiser of the year.
So it's by donation.
Yes, it is by donation.
All right.
So there will be a financial appeal towards the end of the evening.
As you mentioned, this is your biggest fundraiser
Yes.
each and every year. And that is why, like you were telling me off camera, you've just kind of been running around making sure everything is in place for this. Because it sounds to me like this might be your biggest and best yet. Who is going to be speaking at this event?
Mark Newman is our speaker, and he is the president of Speaker for Life, but he also trains speakers for the last 30 years in the secular and nonprofit organizations.
All right.
So yeah, he's it's no pressure there. I think I have this person that speaks professionally.
Right.
And I had to book him very early because so many people were trying to get him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting.
I was kind of joking with you off camera about how I'm sure that once this event is over, you'll begin planning for next year's event. I'm sure quite literally,
Yes.
you almost did have to book him as soon as last year's event ended. You had to get him in place for this event because he is so high in demand.
That is right. I noticed that when I was booking speakers that people were starting to book him already in November. In October.
Right.
So as early as October 2017 is when I booked him.
Right. So what is his message going to be? What is he going to be talking about?
I think his message this year is going to be about heroes. So we look at our culture and we look at all the things that are happening into our world, and there are a lot of crazy things happening in our world right now.
Right.
And and he's really going to speak to what it looks like to be a hero, in this time and in this day.
Mm-hmm. And
so,
can you give us a little preview about that? Do you know exactly who he's going to be mentioning? Is he going to be mentioning specific names? Is he going to lay out some kind of criteria for what makes a hero?
Wow. I think that a lot of times when speakers like that will talk about, especially when they'll look at our men and say that everybody wants to be a superhero. When we think about the movies that have come out, everybody wants to be that, a provider and protector. And so he's really going to be inspiring people to rise up and be the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Not just look at the problems, but be part of the solution.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds to me like he's a really inspiring guy. It sounds to me like he's somebody who, like you said, is so high in demand. And so the fact that you're able to get him, that's a big coup for the Open Arms Pregnancy Center.
Yes.
You had to be very excited when he agreed and he committed. He signed on that dotted line to come and do this.
Yes, very excited.
So again, this is coming up next Thursday?
Next Thursday. RSVP day, if they're interested, is actually by this Thursday, so the 13th.
All right.
So if people are interested, they can go to the Open Arms Pregnancy Center Facebook page, and there's a place where they can register online, or they could call the Open Arms Pregnancy Center and call us at 740-439-4568.
When we're talking about the Open Arms Pregnancy Center, I know that you mainly exist, and this isn't just for young people, but it mainly exists for young people.
Yeah, we deal with a lot of young people, and so I think it's just, we're definitely on the front lines. And I think you could look at this two ways, but kind of a sad commentary of our times is just that people are so isolated today that when a tragedy happens in their lives, a lot of times they'll run into the center.
Right.
So I've actually had situations where someone has lost a child, and they come in, to the pregnancy center, and we're the first, people that will hear that.
So you guys are there to provide guidance, but you're also there to provide counsel. And I do mean to use those two terms separately, even though they are kind of synonymous with one another.
Right, that is true. So various stages of life, so all the kinds of things that families would face in a pregnancy that they weren't, that was unplanned, but also, all the things that families face, after the baby's born.
Right.
So
let's talk a little bit very quickly about what you can do for somebody who does have an unwanted pregnancy, or not an unwanted, but an unplanned pregnancy. What exactly can you do for somebody?
You mean like if a person would encounter someone?
Sure. What can you do for somebody in that situation?
I think it's just a lot easier when you're in an unplanned pregnancy, knowing that you're not alone, because a lot of people don't realize that the word abortion is actually searched on Google over 2 million times a day, because people just go, "What do I do?" And a lot of times that might be their first thought. Right. But the pregnancy center is there to give them other options, but most of all, just going through it with someone is a big deal.
Right. Yeah. And so you're there to be a hand holder.
Yes.
You're there to be there for that mother and probably for that father as well. I'm sure that you get mails coming in there as well saying, "Hey, I'm really scared about this. Can you help to ease my fears somewhat?"
Yeah, we get a lot of guys, and guys, what they have to say really matters. So the pregnancy center right now is for probably like the last 3 years, we've really been restructuring some things at the center to bring more men in.
Right. So all the funds from this event will go back to the Open Arms Pregnancy Center. If people are interested in finding more about the event or just about the center in general, do you guys have a website?
We do. You can go to oapccambridge.org, or again, they can go to our Facebook page, Open Arms Pregnancy Center in Cambridge, Ohio, which will talk about what we do. So. Yeah, but we're really, I want to say we're really for the whole family, not just the women, but also the dads.
Absolutely. That's very important. She is Andrea Woodmansee from the Open Arms Pregnancy Center. Andrea, always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
I am Jeremy Scott, and we will be back to wrap up this edition of Talk of the Town right here on YLP TV.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge, just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge selection full of educational resources and toys that teach as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and so much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Thanks again to all my great guests on this edition of Talk of the Town. Again, we've had the president of not only the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce, Joe Sexton, but also the president of the Noble County Chamber of Commerce and the Tourism Bureau as well, Mr. Alan Fraley. Also from the Open Arms Pregnancy Center, Andrea Woodmansee. Always good to see her. Folks, it is indeed a full slate, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, of high school football coming up this Friday on our ABC airwaves. Who all do we have? Why, let me run down the list for you. On 93 BNV, Barnesville will be visiting Shenandoah. Shenandoah's got some rebounding to do, so that should be a good game. Also on Kickin' Country, KC 105, the Caldwell Redskins will be visiting Woodsfield. Why? Because the Monroe Central Seminoles want to take them down. So that is also sure to be a barn burner. On Nash Icon 107.9 and 98.5 FM, it will be the Philo Electrics visiting the John Glenn Muskies. And finally, to wrap up the slate of games, also kicking off at 7 o'clock as the other three games do, WYLE FM and 97.7 will have Warren Local at Cambridge. Again, folks, can't stress it enough. Go and view all past editions of Talk of the Town. Why not have a marathon with Talk of the Town, ladies and gentlemen? We would love it if you did. I know Adam Green, our great producer man, would love that as well. For Mr. Adam Green, I am Jeremy Scott saying, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day or night.
YRP TV is your home for local high school sports. Catch every throw, kick, and tackle in HD with YRP TV's online live stream coverage.
Linebacker here.
YouTube.com/YRPTV and Facebook.com/YRPTV are the destinations for on-demand, on-the-go coverage of your favorite local team. You won't miss one single play with the game right at your fingertips on your smartphone, tablet, PC, or smart TV. Doesn't matter if you're in town or on the other side of the country, YRPTV keeps you in the game no matter where you're at.
To the 30, 40, midfield. Perfectly thrown. Right short flat. Great coverage. The right side, 40 down to the 30 and up the right side.
ABC Sports and YRPTV, a winning combination. For advertising opportunities, call ABC Communications at 740-432-5605.